Sup, pal, East World. Gonna get started in just a second, but now that I see that the chat is working, that's what I was worried about. So let's get into it. Bright and early, 6 a.m. I'm gonna try my new schedule here, my new routine for streaming. All right. I have to admit, off the bat, I was wrong, and I don't know now if wrong. I don't know now if what I'm looking at. I'm looking at. I should be looking over here. Yeah. So basically, early access. Someone mentioned it yesterday on the stream that early access is you can, yeah, exactly. Somebody said that yesterday, and I was like, nah, nah. What's up, Timur? It was like I was like, no, there's no way. They're not gonna charge 50 but and I mean they said it. They said 50. Like they really. I wish I remember who it was. I'm not about to go back through the chat. Thankfully, this bot will keep all the chats here. But like, I'm even tempted to look to go back and see who said it. But I'm not gonna search this right now. But they said early access $50, and I was like, there's no way they're gonna charge $50 for an epic. Which then, all right, so actually maybe I should make a video out of this. That's gonna talk about like the economy of the game. Dark Legion, nope, I will not play Dark Legion. I do not. I looked at it for like 10 minutes and thought this is terrible and ran away. I actually even watched some content creator. Well, Dorky Dad, that's the guy I watch, or one of the guys I watch. Do Marvel Mystic Mayhem, and even that was like, I'm interested in playing, but that feels like a game I'd play for like 3 months and be done. We'll see, but no. Now DC Worlds collide. Sorry. So I may, because this is shaping up to make the game kind of expensive. On if you're going to do like if you're gonna go away from free to play, and I'm really curious. Cancel Wonder Woman on PS5 for DC. Okay. Um. So I don't know if I wonder if this thing is not going to show up either. Let me check this real quick. I do not. Oh no. Okay, so in my head, if $50 for an epic, and then I went through the store, and I noticed that it was $100 for 60 super encrypted tokens, which just gives you a chance to pull soups, which if you're lucky in the beginning, but if you're not, you're spending a lot of money. I don't know what that means. Canceled Wonder Woman on PS5 for Dark Legion. Those would be two different developers, two different gaming companies. Console developers oftentimes don't deal with like mobile gaming, and if they do, they put them in two different departments like Ubisoft. Which are they even still around? Anyway, so, or they even like name the developing company for the mobile game something completely different, but they'll be under the same corporate umbrella. Um, I don't know. This is kind of disconcerting that it's going to be like an epic's going to be that expensive. But then, I mean, this does go to the whales and the krakens. If you want to spend and you want Guy Gardner that bad, you're going to do it. I would just rather pull. Uh, $50 seems nuts. And I don't know if I should even. And this is okay. I'll go ahead and say it. $50. Okay, 100% guaranteed on that. And then when I went to the Superman's Legacy store and checked the special offers, because I was like, you couldn't buy Superman because you could buy a chance for him. So I could luck up and get soups in the first 30, which I've already pulled 75 without paying. Like this is from in the game. I haven't paid for anything. I've already pulled 75, which means that theoretically I could have spent $100 and not have them. So then I have to pay another $100. So I guess they're giving us the chance to get them, but if I want to get early access to Guy Gardner, $50 seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. especially when, and I don't want to say it, but they've already given up the deal. So, especially when I can get like Deathstroke for 30, which to me, 30 for this legendary is expensive. I wish they did something like 20 for legendaries, 15 for epics, or 10 for epics or something like that. But what do I know? Okay. But yeah, that early access is expensive. And we're going to see real quick if I can do. Yesterday, I had a lot of quote unquote streamers luck where I was able to pull an artifact that I pulled an epic artifact just from basically complaining and thinking I don't know artifacts and I haven't done anything with artifacts because they make them so scarce. I complained about it a little bit. I went over here and pulled. I got an epic one just like that. That was awesome. So now I have one as I'm on stream. I'll pull that. I have one super encrypted token. I'm gonna save the rest of. I'm gonna save this for tomorrow when this reset happens. I'll do that tomorrow morning, and I'm only gonna pull one here for Soups. Still trying to get him. We'll see. We will see. Okay. I'm wondering now, real quick, to check actions view platforms, Twitch. Okay, I think I'm signed in there. All right. Anyway, so what's first? I guess I'll pull for the art. Oh, actually, what's first is I wanted to know what this thing is about. So this thing just popped up. In fact, here we go. And 3, 2. Oh, wait. You know what? We will switch views and start recording. In 3, 2. This is a video that may never get released. I have no idea what just happened. I woke up this morning. This thing, battle training, was in my, I guess it's the events tab. I don't know what it's about. I haven't seen an announcement for it. So let's find out together. Let's get to the video. Which is the best DC game? I thought it was DC Rose Collide until I found out about this important new component of Nope. I don't play the Tetris Bejeweled thing. Important component of it is Tetris Bejeweled aspect. I don't know why that would matter. I don't think there is a such thing as a best DC game. It depends on what you like. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I would never play Dark Legion, but somebody may think that's the best game ever. And then Worlds Collide. So, like, I don't have... Yeah. All right, so, coming back in 3, 2... Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Rose Collide video. In this video, battle training popped up. Now, literally, there was no announcement, and quiet as it's kept. Okay, I was not gonna touch base on this, but I'm gonna do it real quick anyway. Somebody in the stream was absolutely right because. Oh wait, pause. What have you downloaded the game? Because the Tetris Bejeweled aspect of DC Rose Collide, they don't have that. You might be thinking of a different game, but like DC Rose Collide doesn't have any kind of Tetris puzzle making thing. If you wait for there's going to be battle training. Wait for 2 minutes. I'm probably going to have some gameplay in a minute. There is no I know the game, kind of games you're talking about, and there is no that. Let me go back. I'll start over. Let's see, Event Center. Okay, so, and 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Rose Collide video. In this video, basically, okay, I'm gonna do 2 things because I had to like restart real quick. This battle training thing showed up in my event center, which I'm sure showed up for everybody this morning. I have no idea what it's about. I'm gonna get into it, but first, and since I think I'm gonna release this video like literally today, same day, early access. I have to apologize to one of my viewers, one of the people who were watching me on stream, mentioned that early access would probably be you can buy the character for $50. And I was like, there's no way they're gonna do that. There's no way that's what it is. And that is literally exactly what it is. I thought because you have an epic here that you're paying $50 for, when because they said literally Epic 50. Like that's how much they were gonna charge for Guy Gardner to get him 2 days earlier. And I was like, they're not charging 50 for an Epic because Super Fun Pack I can get a legendary for 30. To be fair, these are legendaries that are already in the game. However, I would make the argument more people give a damn about Deathstroke than Guy Gardner, but I could be wrong. There's a lot of people who like lanterns. Nobody's perfect, but I don't like the lanterns. Anyway, so like for me, this would be more valuable because I know Deathstroke is an amazing tune. He's legendary, and I like the character more. But if you like Guy Gardner, I guess that part doesn't matter so much. But the idea of $50 for an epic is expensive to me. Now they're still developing the in-game economy. So I guess that's where it comes from, where they're going to establish these things first. And then I thought like, but Superman, there wasn't a deal where you could just outright buy him early access. Then I realized I have pulled 75 times and I have another 75 before I get my guaranteed soups. There was no guarantee, of course not. But in that like kind of case study, kind of, I pulled 75. I could get 60 here for 100, which means I have a chance still. Now I know people who have pulled soups. I mean, people have said on the channel like they've pulled him in the first token and they got him, which I'm jealous. But it could be that you spend 100, $300 and then you get them because of the guaranteed thing at the end. So yeah, I guess that fits along with the economy. For me, expensive. I'm not really gonna talk on what you should do with your money. I know that I will get Deathstroke from the Super Fun Pack. I know that I will not do, and I'm not free to play as I said I'd get the Super Fun Pack, but I will, no, not even probably, I will not do like this $100 thing, maybe the $10 thing, but I doubt that too. And I'm definitely not doing $50 for Guy Gardner. I don't even know if he's good yet. What's up, Jordan? You just got Guy Gardner. I was just talking about it. Okay, perfect. So Jordan, who I guess is not going to be free to play, he just got Guy Gardner. All right. I'm going to wait for the pulls, but Jordan got him. So I'm going to probably, after this video, ask him a little bit more about Guy Gardner and if he likes him or not. So we're going to let that ride for now. Now, what this video was originally going to be about before I got off on tangent, which if you have seen these videos, I do tangents. Right here you have battle training. And in battle training, which I don't know what it is, I'm going through it. I'm trying to figure it out with you guys. I can pick a resource and then challenge for it. And it says one remaining. The biggest bottleneck in the game for me, and I think a lot of people right now, is titanium. So I would go for a titanium first, just to even see what this is about. And then the enhanced pieces, even though I haven't developed any reinforcements lately because I've been focusing on trying to level up my character, so I haven't had the gold on the other side of it. So I would go for these pieces here. I would. And then I would go for titanium because that's the biggest bottleneck in the game right now. So I'm going to challenge the bride and I'm going to see what this is about. All right, so so this is another boss fight. The bride will not tolerate further desecration of Frankenstein's manor. You will be issued the corresponding rewards according to the challenge points. So when I go in, I will get up to, if I get 150,000 points, I'll come out with 750 plus 750 plus 750. I'm not gonna count it all out. I can read her kit, and then there's one reset remaining, and this is over in 3 days. I like this. I hope this is like a weekly thing. Okay, so boss skills. I guess, okay, you know what? I'll just do this like a regular old video where I'm explaining how to deal with bosses. I don't see where they're giving you any recommendations, but, and I do not have the bride at all. Don't even know if she's worth getting. So let's read her kit. I've never even read her kit. The bride so for Bridezilla Barrage, the bride fires 4 shots at 2 random targets in the same row, dealing 25% of her attack as physical damage with each shot. 4 shots, 2, so that's 100 total. All right. The bride rallies each ally into using their basics. She caps off the barrage with her own. All allies gain 2 stacks of hard hit before unleashing their basic attack. So basically, everybody attacks the one single target. That's actually pretty cool. Friendly fire. When the bride takes attack damage from allies, who would hit? Oh, so the sacrifice, like Weasel. Weasel attacks his own allies. I guess. Does this count for Constantine as well? When allies are sacrificing their stuff. So then Dr. Fate, I think, too, should apply to this. Anyway, the amount she receives is reduced by 50%. She and her back row allies also gain 1 stack of hard hit. The bride also gains 2 stacks of recuperate for 2 turns, up to a maximum of 4 stacks when damaged by allies. That seems very specific. All right, the bride's crit rate increases by 5% for every 10% of her HP she loses in hard corpse. The bride gains 20% crit damage when her HP drops below 35%. So she's going to get 25% crit chance by the time she gets down to 50% health. Well, actually, 35% health. So then she's going to do 35 increase in crit chance. And then it's going to double the crit damage. Okay, special effects. Each time she revives, she will use her ultimate. All right. So, sup, Rello? How you doing? Is Guy Gardner coming to the banner later, or is it just paid characters? So, Rio, I just went over this a little bit. On July 24th, and when I'm done recording this video, I'll get into it. On July 24th, Guy Gardner will be in one of those banners like Superman, I think, where you have an increased 30% chance to get him. And then later on, they won't say when, but later on, what's up, Robert? Later on, they're going to add him to the regular Epic weekly recruitment. So I think you have to go under his special banner for a little while on the 24th, and then they'll add him to the regular recruitment at a later date, which is why I think the early access thing exists now. All right, so I am going to go into this battle with the bride. I don't even know how to build a team against her, and they're really not giving us any recommendations. The one thing I can say, okay, yeah, so I was right. The damage dealing from allies comes from allies like Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel, whom I do not want in any way, shape, or form. If there is no trait, then I'm just going to go with my strongest team, or the team I feel that is my strongest team. I've really been using the Ocean Master Nightwing combo a little bit too much. They're only at 116. I'll be at 1,000,000. So I don't think I need any healing. I use Lex for assists anyway. I think I'll do this. The fire damage may work well too, but I'm going to do Ocean Master and Nightwing first. And then I'm going to replace them with Starfire. Why can't I find Ocean Master? And then I'm going to replace them with Superboy and Starfire to see if I can get Burns to work. Okay, and then we're going to do the ultimate order. I mean, I guess she can stay up front. Although this might be a good time to use Batman. I'm going to keep... Ooh, yeah, I think I'm going to take Green Arrow out and put in Batman. Single target damage. Because we're really focusing in on her. And then I'm going to pull Batman up to the front a little bit. Supes goes next. Their ultimates don't really matter. For me right now. Alright, let's see. So what we're up to right now, Robert, is me saying how expensive an epic is in the game, Guy Gardner. Yeah, did some streaming yesterday. Did the watch-alongs yesterday. Well, solo watch-alongs, recording them. So we'll see. We will see. Okay, so area of effect. So I need to get up to 150,000 points if I want to get all the resources with regards to the titanium. Now, here's the other thing I'm wondering too. It says like resets at whatever time. I'm wondering if that means that when I do this, I only get one shot or two shots. I get one shot, then another shot, and then that's it. I don't get to farm anymore. Or can I go ahead and farm the titanium, farm the gold, farm the other stuff? That animation is always awesome. Okay. And actually, I need to figure out an opening sequence for an intro for Wonder Woman. I just don't have any Wonder Woman quotes to put alongside the like video itself. Okay, so we've already gotten rid of her minions, and they don't seem to respawn, so that's a plus. Which means that you probably could go single target if you want to. I don't see where Nightwing and Ocean Master are useful here because yeah, she's doing damage to them, but she's not exactly she's not exactly like giving this huge barrage. Oh, they are respawning. Okay, so her targets did her allies did respawn. And we do have 15 full turns to take her on, not 7 like with I think it's Superman DCU had only 7. So we can stack up a good bit of, yep, and this will never get old. We can stack up a good bit of points, I think, albeit at our rate right now, 25,000 points, and 1/7 of the way through. Maybe we'll get to 150. Yeah, Robert said he'd rather go to Arkham than pay $50 for an epic. I don't know, Robert. I'm thinking that's what the economy is going to be in this game. So hopefully, if you did pay for them, you are fully satisfied with your purchase. I will try my luck. I'll try my luck. But I'm wondering if they do some like incredibly good Batman, but he's an epic, what my reaction to it would be. I gotta be honest with that. I don't know. All right. Anyway, we're at turn 3, 34,000 points. Okay. I feel like one mistake that I've made is that maybe I should be relying on debuffs more since it's going for quite a while. Maybe the better. Oh, and also, actually, another issue is that I was assuming this was going to be 7 turns, so I didn't put a heal or any kind of sustain. So my Batman is going to fall. Actually, probably most of them will fall throughout this thing. So maybe leaving Kid Flash in would have been a better solution, or Lex at minimum Lex. Yeah, but learning as we go. So learn from my mistakes in case you only get 2 shots at this. Oh, there goes Batman. No revive, no nothing. So now we keep going. So yeah, definitely not Nightwing and Ocean Master for this. Superman is okay because when he gets to like 0, he will have his immune. Does put down burns. I'm going to need a Kid Flash in here. Batman wasn't bad if you build around him the right way, and this just wasn't the right way to build around him. Okay. Up. Acker. I never know how to say your name. You've been watching me for years, I think, and I don't know how to say your name. I will certainly do this for Mr. Fantastic, but damn, I hate all the DCU characters. Creature Commando sucks. And this new Superman. No, the characters in the game are good, except for like, well, we won't get into that. But so you're gonna do you do 50 for Mr. Fantastic or for Mr. Terrific, Mr. Fantastic? Wrong game, wrong everything. So 59,000. Not happy with that at all. Oh, are they not gonna give us our? So I got 4,500 titanium, which I do love that. I do love that. So, well, it says remaining reset. Oh, does that mean I get to reset this? And I can go at these resources again? Because now it's saying I can keep fighting. And it says 1 reset. That would be awesome. Hey, what's up, Trooper? Okay, so I'm going to go at this some more, but I guess you guys get the point. I'm going to go now here to... That is cool, if that's really the case. I'm going to go at Doctor Strange real quick. I'll read off his kit, and then I'll call this a video. That is really, really cool. So now we have Dr. Fate. Now I have a little bit of a better idea of how I'm going to approach it. And actually, as I'm going back, I'll give the advice here. Oh, yes, I said, please choose 1 resource. All right, so the thing I would give here for doing this, I should have had sustain. I would have run with Kid Flash now that I know what I'm getting into, 15 turns. Maybe even have Lex have 2 supports, so that way I have shields up, damage reduction, and then healing on the back of that. Single target damage I think would have been good. So saying 1 single target damage dealer and then 1 AoE if you have like a Wonder Woman or something like that, someone who does great work, Green Arrow would be second on that list to me. And then I had Soups there as like a tank to tank through it. So right now, the team I'm going to go back into this with, which I'm not going to do in this video, so we can get to Dr. Fate. The team I'm going to go at, and this is going to be Kid Flash, Lex, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. I feel like that's what I would go with. And then the next team I'm going to try is going to be Lex, Kid Flash, depending. I'm going to try to drop one of the support, but maybe keep them. And then, nope, I'll drop one of the support. I'll drop Lex. I'll have Superman, Starfire, Superboy. We're using the Detonation Team synergy there because I'm going to try to lean into the buffs, the debuffs, and then Wonder Woman. Okay, so those will be my ones for the Bride. We'll see how that goes later on in stream. April, I got Guy Gardner. The Lanterns are my favorite characters in DC, and I use most of them on my Shield team. I hope they add Red Lantern, Guy, and Supergirl. They probably will, but that'll probably be like 2 years from now. So you got them too. So April got them. Jordan got them. Okay. All right. So we have half the people in the chat, which not that many people. I'm doing this early in the morning for me and late in the morning, late in the day for everybody else. Half the people in the chat said got them. They love the Lanterns. I'm not a Lantern person. Although, and I had to admit, if they did the same thing with Joker, I might have to come up off that 50. I might have to come up off that 50 to do the same thing for Joker. Hopefully he'll at least be legendary. Anyway, so I have the people got him. I don't know. I will quiz Jordan and April on whether or not they like Guy Gardner and they're happy with their purchase as Lantern fans. And then the other half of us are like, no, we're going to wait. So I guess it worked. Good. I want this game to survive. So yeah, people spend some money. Just make sure you can pay your bills. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Okay. So now I'm going to read Dr. Fate's kit. I'm going to attack him one time, and then I'm going to call it a video. The battle went a little bit long, honestly. But anyway, yeah, we can call it. We can do it. Why not? Let's have some fun. Attacked an enemy 3 times. Oh, and I have read his kit several times, but I guess I haven't done it on video, only on stream. Attacked an enemy 3 times, dealing superpower damage equal to 30%, 30%, and 60% to attack respectively. Sacrifices 10%. This is his ultimate, actually. Sacrifices 10% of all other allies' current HP, and summons a life cross to deal superpower damage equal to 550% of attack. The damage is shared by all allies, all enemies. Also adds 2 stacks of weaken for 2 turns. So this is like actually just the first level. Oh yeah, it says level 1. All right. Next, attacks an enemy with the lowest proportion of HP, dealing superpower damage equal to 170% of attack and gaining 20% life steal. I want that. For each ally with a proportion of HP lower than 60% during battle, increases attack by 9%. So that is the level 1 there. Special effects. When the HP proportion of the activity leader, decreases to 0%. Who's the activity leader? Okay. The HP proportion will be reset to. Oh, I guess they mean just the character himself. 100%. The attack power, defense power, and HP, maximum HP, will be multiplied by 40% after all the other non-leader enemies are defeated. Got it. Because he's going to have minions walking with him. Got it. They will rejoin the fight after the round and multiply the attack power, defense power, and maximum HP by 60%. Okay. That makes sense now. All of Dr. Fate's HP sacrificing abilities take HP from his enemies instead of his allies. Well, okay. Well, yeah, I do need support. Damn. Okay. Well, damn. So I definitely need support. All of you guys get out. Damn. Okay. And I said Batman, right? There is no affinity matchup. There's affinity. There is no trait advantage or disadvantage here. I think because they're going to start off low, I can get away with putting the shields up last. and letting Kid Flash hold us down in terms of heals for the time being. All right. All right, let's see how this goes. So, yeah, I'll build on them and see what's up. Yeah, because I want to hear from you about it. I really do. Independent Aquaman. Some of your comments, Independent Aquaman, I'm waiting until after the stream because it's not relevant, or I'm waiting until after this video because it's not quite relevant. So I'm getting to you. I'm not ignoring you. I promise I'm not. It's just that I'm trying to keep it relevant to the video right now. As soon as we're done with the video, I'm gonna get to you. I promise. Okay. Come on, Batman. Batman doing that damage. We love to see it. Okay. So I think, okay, so now Kid Flash is going to go, which may not have even been necessary now. But the thing is Kid Flash maybe even in the second position, because I'm not thinking about like the beginning of the fight. I'm thinking about towards the end of it. This one seems to be going much faster. I don't know why. But I'm thinking about the end of the fight where I'm going to need his heals more often. Lex setting up, hey, does that look familiar? Lex setting up the shields right now. I probably would have done better having his damage reduction up, but I think I have the team synergy for Kid Flash's heals up right now. If this is a thing that they're gonna do like every week or whatever, I love it. It's amazing. Give us a new mini boss, and I mean it's mini boss fights like with System Recovery, but I'm okay with it. You're going after a different thing. They have different conditions down in the passives. Like for example, him doing his ultimate now hurts his enemies as opposed to hurting his allies, which is just a cool different change. Yeah, if they're doing this on a regular basis, big ups. This is awesome. I like it. Gives us a way to farm the titanium that we have a bottleneck for, which I'm sure they're still going to leave a bottleneck because they got to make their money. So be patient. Unless you want to spend. But it's going to relieve a little bit of that bottleneck that the people that I'm streaming with literally yesterday, well, honestly, yesterday, for the last, I don't know, week, have been complaining about. Oops. You know what? It might have been better to have the heals and the Yeah. It would have been better. Put it this way. I did not realize how fast he was going to die, how many times, which the multiples of his HP and defense and all the other jazz is giving him an insane amount of damage to where I'm making it to turn 3. That's it. So, or making it turn 10 right now. So maybe it would have been smarter to start off more conservative and say, hey, look, Wonder Woman's going to go first, or even better, Lex will go first, get the shields up, then Kid Flash does the heals, or either switch that, Kid Flash the heals and Lex. And it's going to be a waste in the first 2 turns, but that's going to ensure that we survive towards the end. So, got to 48,000 points. I'm happy with it. I'm going to keep doing this game mode while I'm talking to my stream, but this has been fun. I'm surprised. So, overall, review for the video. Guy Gardner, too expensive for my blood, but if you like the lanterns, I mean, I guess it's all right. Just make sure you can pay your bills. I hate giving advice on paying for stuff. I really do. If it was a Joker, I'd probably be doing it, so I guess I can't judge too harshly. The battle trainings are pretty damn awesome. Get to them as soon as possible. They're only up for 3 days. I hope this is something they do consistently as in a weekly thing. I'm actually tempted. Let me go check real quick because I could have missed it. There's nothing in the mail about it. I wish they would have given us an announcement. I'll check the Discord and try to figure out where this came from. But I'm not complaining. It's a nice surprise. I just wish I would have known. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Okay, yeah, this battle training thing is cool. All right, recording stop. Okay, Independent. I'm sorry, my guy. You were asking like questions that were just kind of like, I don't mean random, but it would be random in the middle of a YouTube video if I was answering like, so DC versus Marvel games. You know what I mean? So the Guy Gardner questions kind of went along to what I was doing in the beginning. So are there any DC Marvel games or not because producers won't treat them fairly? Instead, okay, wait. I'm kind of confused about that question. Not because producers wouldn't treat them fairly. Oh, DC versus Marvel games. That if they dog, I think there was one for Super Nintendo back in the '90s because they did do a comic book crossover, which was awesome. It was so nice. Do you understand? I think I was like 10, 12. I cannot remember, but I was young. And they did DC versus. Let me get to this thing real quick. Let me set this up, and then I'll explain to you how nice the '90s were, aside from the bad stuff. But basically, they did a DC Marvel crossover where they had like Hulk versus Superman. So they would have like each of them, like they had Spider Man versus Batman. So they had each of the characters. I'm gonna fight with this real quick, but I'm gonna pull Kid. I think the heels more so than the shields up. A Wonder Woman back up. And then the team synergy, I'm gonna go with Lex. All right, so then I'm gonna let this fight. Then I answer that question. So basically, they had this crossover where they had yeah, all the DC versus all the Marvel, and they did comic book crossovers where they had like one character fighting the other character, and then on top of it, they did these things where they molded them together, where they had Dark Claw, I think is his name, where it was like, what if Batman and Wolverine were the same, like put them together, and he had bat claws with like the Batman like logo in them. It was awesome. They did that. I assume that was tremendously successful, and then I have not seen anything like that since. I think there was a game like that came out with that, and honestly, it's just, I'm assuming it's just execs in the background. How are you going to split it? Right now, MCU could claim they should take 60% of whatever revenue is earned, 70% because their MCU movie thing has been more successful, so they could argue that they would actually be boosting up DC by doing that. DC could be like, but yo, we're DC, we got Batman and Superman the best, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see executives getting together and sitting at a board table and being like, yo, so this like 100 billion we about to make, I'm gonna take 60 of that, and then the other side be like, no. And I don't see a 50-50 split. So I don't know. That would be awesome if they did a game like that. I first in line, take my money, shut up and take my money, but I'm not gonna do it. Confession, I have 50. This is from Robert. Sup, Robert? You should have been on the stream yesterday. I was doing it for like 5 hours. I don't think I'll ever do that again. I have 54,000 equipment upgrade pieces. Did you really understand them till earlier last week? The equipment upgrade pieces. Wait till last week. No, there was something I did just. Oh no, it was artifacts. It was artifacts that I was just getting, like, honestly, like yesterday, day before, I think. Whenever it was yesterday when I pulled that artifact, and it was straight up streamer luck. Swear. Where are we at right now? 4 turns, 21,000. I don't like the damage. At this rate. I'm a third of the way through, so it looks like I'm only get 60,000. So maybe I have too much support going. Okay, so just like other games, need at least one healer. Don't assume it that way. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I like the way that this game does because it is idle gameplay, which is great for streaming because it can play. I can check in on it, and then I can talk to you guys. But I mean, sometimes you don't even need a healer. It depends. My standard go, or like my default, is 2 tanks, 2 support, 1 damage dealer, and then I adjust from there. But that's like just the template that starts in my head, and then I adjust everything in it. So maybe the reason I've been slowed up, Guy Gardner. Yeah, April, we need to know about your Guy Gardner. Jordan, April, you guys are our reporters. Daily Bugle has recruited you. Yep, sounds similar to Heroes of History, Buffer Tank, and forget the other. Okay, like DL to this. Okay, cool. Play. Can I play it on my computer? If you get an emulator, and the emulators have had issues, albeit Rescue Panda said that the emulator that she was using from the Google Play Store was actually doing really well. I'm using BlueStacks, and literally before I even start streaming, damn, Wonder Woman still fell. Before I even stream, I literally restart my computer and then run BlueStacks. And even then, there's still an error, but the error only lasts for like 2 or 3 clicks now instead of for like 45 minutes like before. I think there's something in the background of the game that's just not getting along with emulators themselves, where it's saying it's not connecting to the internet at certain points when it's trying to go through its data unpackaging or package fetching or whatever. So just be aware of that. But on the emulator, sure. Yeah, I'll build them. Yeah, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. I'm sure you're gonna want to brag about it anyway. So yeah, we're causing so much trouble. Oh, actually, maybe I should do it like this to show which chats I'm talking to. I'm new to the. We got a new setup, and I'm trying to. This was actually Robert's idea to put the scroll under, and then the more I looked at it, the more I like it. Thank you, Robert. Um, oh, don't. Okay, so you said don't read that out loud. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up. Okay, cool. Because reading it out loud. um. Yo, okay, so got you. So you were saying about okay, I didn't know when you said don't read this online if you meant like you were gonna say something personal. So you did not like the game because it had too many components to deal with. I had a similar thing with Marvel Strike Force actually, and it was one of those like I didn't create content because well, a lot of reasons, and I've mentioned them before. But another one is there's a lot of stuff to do. What's up, Mike? There's a lot of stuff to do in those games, and it can become overwhelming to where it's like now this feels like a job. This isn't even fun anymore. I got stuff I gotta do. I have to wake up in the morning. I have to do it, or else I feel bad, like I'm like losing things. But there's so much stuff to do, so many mechanics to catch up with, so many progression paths. This was worse. So many progression paths that it gets to be a bit too much. I feel you on that one. I do. I guess the plus side of this is the game is only 2 weeks in. So there is only so much that you have to do in the first place. Um, I did this before though, right? I'd rather keep his heels going. Okay. I wish there was a skip fight button now on this, but okay. But I guess it's helping me with the chat. So I understand that right now there is a lot in the game, but it's still a new game. So it's a lot of stuff, but it's kind of the same stuff, just redecorated in other areas. Um, Robert, sorry, not you understand. Not you understand me. Sorry, I don't know what that was about. I pulled the Chaos artifact right after I had left too. What's up, Jordan? Lucky pulls. Thankfully, I'm about to pull one. I'm about to pull now. I've saved it because now apparently streamer luck is a thing. Max out my Huntress finally. She's good with who? I think it's against Owlman actually. Just keep her in level link. Rank her up all the way, but just keep her in level link. Relo, thank you by the way for sending these messages because I keep thinking because I'm using this new thing. I'm trying to be sure that the chats are coming through. MSF has too much to do, makes FOMO and not doing everything to help your alliance really annoying, and also too many different times. Like yeah, it's getting to be a lot. I figured out though that since I started playing DC Worlds Collide, since the alliance I had in Marvel Strike Force isn't that big or active, I am literally the biggest fish in that alliance. I probably still am. And it's really a stepping stone alliance. I could not imagine how much anxiety I would have about playing DC Worlds Collide if I had like a real alliance that was actually doing like real war and stuff. So yeah, that for real, and then all the other added stuff, all the different like events you have to do and everything. It's a lot. It is a lot. So I mean, that's my secondary game now. DC Worlds Collide is my primary. I'm gonna play it. I still play it daily. I still get into some stuff, but now when I play it daily, it's like 30 minutes to an hour. It's not, all the hours I was spending before, and I'm not putting any more money into that game whatsoever, which has saved me a lot of money. Any advice on finding a guild or a league? Damn it, Canopolis. I only say damn it because Lycans love that. I only say damn it because I'm supposed to put the Discord in. I have a Discord, and on my Discord, you can, what's up, Enzo? On the Discord, you can, there's a section for finding a league. And I keep forgetting to add the Discord. And so, yeah, that was a damn it more at me than at you because my dumb self did not put the Discord link in the chat. It's on my latest videos on YouTube, but it's not in the chat, which is where it should be. I'm gonna copy it right now, do this with my phone real quick, just so it's faster. And then maybe I can pin it, I'm not sure. How are we doing over here? I do not like that we are at 36,000 points and halfway through, which means we might top out at 70. The survivability, the sustainability right now, survivability is looking really good to me. But we need to increase our damage somehow. turn this down all the way. We're going to go ahead and post this to join the Discord. And then I think I can pin this comment. So yeah, pin message. Okay, so yeah, there's a Discord. In the Discord, there are people who have a league. If you want to create a league and have people join it, Batman is down. Batman is down. And join it. Go for it. I know Huntress Legends. She was trying to join OnGrind for Legends, and then my league is full, so she created her own. I think hers might be full as well too. So if you can find one in there, I haven't looked in there today or yesterday. If you can find one in there, go for it. If not, you want to create your own, and then say, hey guys, I have a league. Who wants to join it? Bro, I'm trying to figure out if I should rank up Damien because I got the resources to max him to 7. Is that worth the investment? He has a great synergy with Kid Flash. He does have a good synergy with Kid Flash. Are there any other options? Because I'm not. How do I put it? Having him rank 7 early in the game could be really good. I'm not jumping up and down for joy about it because single target damage dealer to the back row. I think he's good. He does do bleeds. I think he's good, but I don't use him that much. Okay, I'm going to back out of here so I can do some pulls. I don't use him that much, so... Oh, yeah, the official Discord for DC Rose Collide as well. I think that is in, like, one of the... I mean, it should be. You can find it in the game, I think. But, yeah, DC Rose Collide official thing is good for that, too. And to be fair, to be real, their official Discord is actually pretty active and pretty good. I think it's really, really well done. And the community manager seems to be doing his business. Oh, yeah, full at Huntress Legends at the moment. See, if they're filling up quick. So I would say if you want to start a league, you can go into my Discord or DC Rose Collide Discord, make an announcement or try to find one there. But yeah, you should be able to find one really quick. And everybody's really active right now. So let's see. In the shop, Evil Shop. Why are y'all giving me all these block right now? I don't need block right now. Damn it. Give me attack. All right, so we're going to try for one artifacts pull. It seems like, Daniel, that Dr. Fate is nice with it. You just pulled him 2 days ago, and I'm trying to pair him with the shield team. I think he goes better with the sacrifice team. Like, better with... oh, wait, no. Okay. They're trying to build these sacrifice teams, and here's what I don't get. I think Dr. Fate would probably run well with Pandora because she does do heals when she does her sacrifice mechanic. And he has his sacrifice mechanic on the ultimate. You're going to need to run him with Kid Flash and old Zatanna. She doesn't exist anymore. Maybe Black Canary for the heals. And yeah, Black Canary I have been using for the heals, especially early on in the game. The shield team, the problem with that is that on the sacrifice, the HP sacrifice, the shields don't stop that. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe not. So you'll put up a bunch of shields, but your HP is still going to be depleted, so you're still going to die regardless of the shields anyway. Give him block set. Who are we giving block set? Dr. Fate and them? Okay, so... But Dr. Fate is good. Everything I've heard about him is good, and it seems like when his team gets lower and lower in health and more devastated, he just becomes more and more powerful. So I think it's a good shot. I mean, I want Dr. Fate, so I think that's a good pull. I'm going to go ahead and do this pull now because what happened yesterday, Jordan? Thanks. I appreciate the sub. Oh, and good night. Yeah. I have to make an amendment to my shop guide because of my ignorance. I got another thing. Okay, I have to do an amendment to my shop guide because of my ignorance. These credit things now, I'm going to put them at maybe even a green light. Active. So I have a full regeneration kit. Does that mean something special? Drawing progress. Yeah, I have to amend my shop guide. I mean, hey, I got another artifact. So I went from having 1 yesterday to 4 now, and one of them being epic. So, DCU Guy Gardner have a good kit. So Flex, we were just talking about it. I have 2 people in the stream who've gotten the early access deal on him already. I like the way his kit reads. I'm always cautious to say that. Like, I like the way it reads because sometimes after you read it and then you see it perform, it does nothing for you. So the way it reads really well. I've read it like I remember the first time I read it and I was like, I don't like Guy Gardner, blah, I don't care about him, blah 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 blah. And then I read his kit and I was like, damn, I might have to get him. I'm not gonna pay $50 for him. I'm gonna wait till he gets his pull event, his banner event, and try to get him from that. But his kit looks good. It looks good. Um, do you know you can use diamonds to pull for artifacts? Scusi? Scusi. Oh, the diamond purchase. Wait, no, but you can wait. What? Oh, but I got to spend 2,000 to get 10. I think I did know this, and I ignored it because I didn't understand artifacts in the first place. Oh, one for 200. I gotta think on that. I don't know that that's worth it. I think I would rather save my diamonds and do it in weekly recruitment. I think that's what I would do. I think that's what I would do. I don't know that I'm gonna pull artifacts. Out of my roster's not deep enough, and it's not strong enough. So if I'm thinking about artifacts, let's say this collection, I have this Wonder Woman Epic, which is it's just pretty. It's pretty. I like this. This versus getting Red Hood and ranking him up. So like I could rank up Red Hood to rank 8, but then I could get this whip. I'm gonna lean on Red Hood, I think. And yeah, that's what you said. Like if you have surplus, and that's coming from if my roster was deeper, I'm able to do more because my roster's deeper than the new players who are just coming along. But now I'm not so bad. I'm not so deep in the game that I can do. I think that's more of an in-game thing. I think. Um, I do got other options, but I don't got the resources or the shards. I just wanted to know about the damage on single target. Yeah. I think. I think Damien's good. I don't know if you have other options. I need to know what the other options are to rank him. But put it this way, I have not done it. He is still ranked 5 for me. I don't know, and I haven't pursued. No, he's ranked 6. I had pursued his shards at a certain point. I can't remember what the reason was. I had a specific reason, but the back row attack, honestly, if I can do back row single target attack, if I can do an AoE, I would rather do that. However, at the same time, if you're dealing with the mini boss that has like the minion in the front and the mini boss in the back, he could be useful in that situation, but it just seems very niche. So my lineup: Dr. Fate, Kid Flash, Lex, Jessica, and Superman DCU. I'm trying to figure out. Isn't easy. With Dr. Fate, every time someone ults, they get shield. Yeah. And that actually runs well with Lex and Jessica Cruz because Jessica Cruz will have those stacks when there's shield coming. Okay. I see. No. I see the logic. Daniel. I see where you get into. Okay. That's a good team. And then you have Kid Flash to replenish the HP for when Dr. Fate does his sacrifice thing on the ultimate. Okay. I see what you're doing there. I appreciate it. Okay. I like that team. I want to see how that performs. But yeah, and the one I'm thinking of, yeah, Lex and his shields, and then the damage reduction from that. But I think that only counts for Lex's shields. But then Jessica Cruz does have that thing of where whenever somebody casts a shield, she's going to improve her damage. So, yeah, this thing. And it stacks up to 10. So, yeah, no, that's a good shout. Good job. I want to get another artifact selector orb. Yeah, me too. Just added your Discord. All right, cool. Awesome. Hopefully you'll find a league soon. Guy Gardner going to be a good unit. That's what everybody's asking, Jada. That's what's in the chat because people are seeing the early access. And we had 2 people in here who bought him. So we'll see. I like the way the kit reads. I don't know if he's going to be good, though. Should I rank Starfire up? Okay. I'm prejudiced on this one. I love Starfire in this game, albeit I think that I can see where my love for her does not necessarily mean that she's a good tune. I love running her with Superman and Superboy, especially Superboy with the team synergy. I need to get his frags to rank him up relatively soon. But I think my focus is going to be on pulling Guy Gardner on the 24th, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But her burn damage, when you can run her with other burn characters, is awesome. She does superpower damage as well, which helped me out in one of the evil falls. I can't remember which one at the moment. Sorry, it wasn't Deathstorm. I think it was one before that. Maybe Power Ring. Anyway, or no, was it Superwoman? I really don't remember. Sorry. But that's prejudiced because I got Superman. He was my legendary. Superman puts down 2 burns in his ultimates, which means that I wanted to have a bunch of burns from Starfire. It goes into the. I released 2 videos on the burn, poison, bleeds, and frostbite debuffs, and they featured heavily on the burn side of it. So if you have other burn characters, yes, good. If not, hold on to it for a second. I got Mirror Match and Poison Ivy. Those are my other options. Oh, okay. But I got 40 shards that I need to rank up my boy. Okay, then I would lean towards Damien in that situation. I do like Poison Ivy. I think she could be good, but I think that there's just not a lot of poison characters out there that can withstand. Like, from what I've heard now, I regret doing this to Penguin because apparently from what I've been told, I haven't been able to get him to work. I thought it was my fault, but what a lot of people are saying that he's a good tank in the early game. And I guess that means ultra early game because I'm still, I would say, early to mid game. And he sucks. And then you have Scarecrow, who is awesome and great at putting down poisons. The problem is he's elite. And I've already gone past the point of his usefulness in the game. So if he was an epic and I could run him with Poison Ivy, that'd be great because she does more damage when she puts poisons down or when she's attacking someone who has poisons. And Scarecrow does the best at laying out a bunch of poisons. But that's niche. I don't know if it's going to be good in certain situations. So she's good, but if I'm and she also attacks the back row. But if you don't have the shards to rank her up right now, then I would say rank up Damien. Yeah, okay. I think it's okay to rank him up to 7. I'll take him to 7 too. And if you don't, and since you're still early on in the game, maybe after your next round of pulls, if you don't get an awesome epic, then yeah, go ahead and rank him up. But I think that might help with your progression. Okay, so let's get over here. I'm gonna do my pulls. We're gonna see if I get Superman DCU. I won't get him, but that's okay. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good right now. Make myself another cup of coffee. No congratulations banner, damn it. And there's Huntress. Good, not great. Oh no, we're not doing that. We saved that for tomorrow. And now I already pulled this artifact. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. All right, and I actually got something out of it too. What was that artifact actually? I meant to look at its abilities. So collection, this one is the one I just got. And this does what? At the start of battle, the wearer's heal, shield, crit rate increases by 4%. So we put this on Kid Flash immediately. Yeah, we put this on Kid Flash immediately. Defense plus. Should I develop HP and attack? Okay. I still want to save these for the epic for Wonder Woman's. But I'm putting this on Kid Flash right now. Where you at? Bet. All right, cool. And then next, because I got all that titanium, I don't think that I'm going to be able to. Let's go here. Ugh. And then we're definitely going to do this real quick. I need to do a badges video. I need to do a badges video, and I need to do a artifacts video. Thanks, Daniel. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the content. I'm really, really happy you guys like the content. And I think that the fact that I'm having this much fun is kind of actually showing in the content because I'm loving this game right now. And I think people feed off energy of those who are creating the content. All right, so I don't want to do 27-3 just yet. I kind of want to go back to that challenge to see if I can find a better team, which might be the boring portion of our program tonight. And here's the thing, though. So it said, so I can just do any of these. But wait, it gave me the XP too? So is this where I got extra XP and gold from? Wait, what? I don't understand. I don't understand what that is. Hold on. Is heal set not valid? That's one thing I've been trying to figure out. Because they have it where it's like it's not a heal set. You get a chance at a crit of a heal. And to me, when I came to it, I had that on my Kid Flash. But then when I'm like, okay, but his heals are based off of attack, and what you're giving me in terms of heal crit is like 10%. So I have a 10% chance of having more heals, or I could put a attack set on him and just have higher sustained heals over, like just consistently. And so I changed my mind on that. Sirachi. Oh, Sriracha came in hot. They have lost their mind. Look. This was on the stream yesterday when people were like, someone said it, and I didn't believe them. I thought, no, they're not gonna do 50 for an epic. And they said it. They said it's going to be early access is going to be 50 for that. So much like in a way that now I feel like maybe they knew something we didn't. Yeah. That's 50, and there's already been people who bought it on my stream, and I'm not popular. So like, imagine the number of people who went in and got Guy. I mean, it got the money. It got DC Rose Collide money, and if you guys spend the money on it and you can afford it, cool. That's just helping the game stay alive for me. I was told health set ain't worth it. I mean, I got off of it. I was using it at first, and I got off of it. I'm tempted to take. I think I even have it on my Black Canary, and I'm tempted to take it off of her. Oh no, my Black Canary has been stripped, and she's still doing heals like that. Yo, I didn't realize that all of her stat. Oh my gosh. So at some point, I guess no, I did do a retraining of her to remove resources. I think I did it as like a demonstration to somebody. And all of her gear was gone, and she still was doing mad heals in the okay. Black Canary is a hidden epic. She might be a hidden legendary. Go ahead and support the game. Yeah, exactly. I'll spend the money. I'll spend some money. I'm not spending it on that though. I'm gonna support the game because I want the game to live. But I mean, I ain't spending it on that though. Damn. I cannot believe it. So it's on healing all allies 3 times for HP equal to 60% of attack each time. So the thing is, and now this is a good example. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and go into the controversy around the heal set. Let's call it that. I'm gonna do a video real quick. Let's do it like this, like this, like this. And then we'll start recording. Hopefully everything stays the same. You guys let me know if the stream gets choppy. I'm still trying to set up, I say this 100 times, but it's going to be a work in progress for a minute. Here we go. In 3, 2, that's when the sound goes. That's when the sound starts to mess up when I hit record. All right, here we go. In 3, 2. Okay, so I've gotten this question plenty of times over the last couple of weeks, and I genuinely don't have an answer per se. I think I know, but I don't know. But I think I do. The heal set, the heal crit set, is that worth it? Let's get to the video. All right. Because what I'm about to do is also go in depth on, because it says heal crit. Heal crit. So we're going to try to outfit just one of these very quickly. Equip. And then equip, which means my heal crit is at 5%. We come over here to these stats. So the crit here doesn't happen. HP, no. Defense, no. All that stuff. We go down. Heal crit is at 5%, and the heal bonus is at 5%. Okay. So then I go back here, replace. When I remove this, does that affect the heal bonus? No. So the heal bonus would still be 5% if it crits. So there's a chance to crit, but if you put the set on, that adds to it. And actually, it may be math time. All right, so here we go. Oh, this is all the analytics. Let's move that to the side. Heal crit. All right, so, and 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, we're gonna hide the chat. And 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Worlds Collide video. In this video, I am going to try to figure out if the heal crit set is worth the investment. I'm using who I have in the game as one of the best healers, and she's an elite, actually. The best healer in the game, in my view, would be Kid Flash, based on my roster, what I have. Second best would be Black Canary. It would have been Zatanna, but they murdered her. I'm not bitter. Anyway, so I'm going to go and literally try to go through and do the math of whether or not it's worth it. Now, first thing you need to know, and I've seen this, someone did put a comment on one of my posts, the post I did for like the promo codes in the game. And basically, or no, for the video, the kind of videos you guys want. They wanted an explanation of all these stats, and I'm going to do a video of that independent of this. However, one thing, the thing that's to be focused on right now is the heal crit, which is at 0%, and then the heal bonus, which is at 5%, which kind of stands to reason. When you crit, this is the amount of bonus you're going to get for doing that. So I'm literally going to do math with my pen over here and figure out if it's actually worth it. Because if the heal bonus is only 5%, and then we're trying to build all this crit, maybe it's better to put Black Canary in an attack set, so that way she has more consistent heals over time, as opposed to having a 10-15% chance at a little bit of a peak. So let's go ahead and get into the heal crit set. And I guess this is more like heal crit set versus attack set, because it is also the case that I wish they would base their heals on HP, but they base their heals on attack. So anyway, so we have a 5% chance of heal crit here. And then we'll just add another just rando. Oh, let me go ahead and filter that. Yeah, boom. Now here's the thing, the quality of it, the epic part of it does not matter. It's going to be this kind of heal crit regardless. You're going to have better substats here. So for example, here's a heal bonus that you're going to have down at the bottom. Heal bonus down at the bottom. And then HP bonus down at the bottom. I thought that was for sure going to be another heal bonus. Here we have it. There's a block bonus equip. Yep. And then equip. All right. So we have another heal bonus down at the bottom here. And then another heal bonus down at the bottom here. So like right now, the way that my head is working, I'm already wondering if my mind should be changed. Because if the heal bonus is coming from these sets themselves are, let's just say 4 to 5%. I'm going to say 4% because it's epic piece. That's typical, I'm sure, because I literally don't have it. And maybe what I should do is rank up one of these pieces or strengthen one of these pieces so I know what this heal bonus is. I don't even know if I have the resources to do that though right now. Let's see. Yep, I need 1.5 million. I don't have that right now. So we're going to go back and we're going to do that experiment, but I'm going to run it with it being at 4%. We'll just make that assumption. Let's see. No, that just has an HP bonus. All right. So in any case, regardless of, I doubt that bonus, that heal bonus is going to be something like 5, 6, 7%. But I really do want to look at it. So bear in mind, I'll probably come back through with a little superimposed thing that says how much that is and me like putting the calculations on the side. I'm just talking through it now. I'll probably cut out all this talking through part. Anyway, so the heal crit that I'll have right now is going to be at 15%. Now, if we assume that with all this gear, with these heal bonuses, that we would get another 16%, but let's say 20, just to make it nice and round number, 20% bonus. So that means that I have a 15% chance at an extra 20% bonus. Now, by doing this, by adding that, I'm going to remove, well, this would be the heal bonus stuff. Heal bonus, heal bonus, heal bonus. This is just the HP bonus stuff, right? Cool. So we're going to remove this and we're going to put on an attack set. Let's go back over attack set. And again, I'm not focusing really on the quality. I'm focusing on this stat down at the bottom. Go to the belt, and we're just going to put whatever. Does this up? See, that gives an attack bonus of 3%. I'm going to back away from that because it's already leveled up too high. We can take this one from the bot. Okay. Because we just want to see the percentages and not have it affected by the stats on the back and the substats. So now, not counting substats, if I go here, I have a 15% crit chance with 5%. Now this, again, this is me doing the math without the bonuses. If there were the heal bonuses from the substats, and let's say it was 20, we'd have a 25% bonus there. All right, cool. So I have a 15% chance. That seems good. Less than 1 in 5. So let's say 1 in 6 chance of the heal being a 25% bonus. The attack I have on Black Canary right now, where's your attack at? Where's your total attack? It's 23,120, which actually is probably right here. Yeah. So her total attack is 23,120. We're going to have to go ahead and get out the reckoner, the calculator. Oh, wait. It doesn't. Oh, no, it does understand my German. All right, cool. So we're going to get the calculator out real quick and then come back here. Oop. Math on the fly. What's up? Now, when we go to Black Canary's heals, her skill that they talk about, this heals for 60% of attack each time. So if we're going to take 60% of 23,120, multiply that by 0.6. So that means it's 13,000 approximately, which makes sense with what I've seen. 13,872. And then I have a 15% chance for that to be plus 5%. All right, so times 1.05, which means it would boost it up too. So at 5%, it would boost that heal up every 6 times, 1 in every 6 times, to 14,565. I mean, less than 1,000 increase. That does not seem worth it to me. However, if we go back and we take our 13872 and then multiply it by 1.25, saying that we got the substats and it's raised our healing bonus up to 25%, that means that we're going to have heals of 17,340. So now the thing is like, of course, this is going to change based on the gear, based on the attack bonuses, based on the substats, all that jazz. But this is giving you like an idea of what you're looking at when you crit. So my base heals, what I'm going to get most of the time is going to be right around 14,000. And then when I boost it up with the heal, when I get a crit, so 1 in every 6 times, 1 in every 7 times, whatever, it's going to be 17,300. All right. So that is what that's based off of. We're going to find this out together because I'm really wondering if I am correct in this. Now, if I just don't use if I replace this with just straight up attack. Bet. So we're just going to put whatever, replace. Whatever, doesn't matter, replace. So now my attack is being increased and I don't have the substats, right? Yeah, because they're all naked. So now my attack bonus is going to be 9%. My actual attack itself is going to be raised up to 23. So actual attack is going to be 23,819. All right, so 60% of that. I hope you guys like math. I do. However, I feel like it's a lot of people like being like, let him do the math homework. We'll just copy his homework. All right, so that means that straight up, if I just put the other attack set on, then I'm consistently going to get 14,090 in heals, and that would have been that 5% if I only had one heal set on. I have a crit chance of 5% here. Well, the heal bonus of 5%. So with the heal bonus of 5% that I already inherently have with Black Canary, man, please. I don't even know. Man, please. I feel like attack is winning in this aspect. It's going to be 15,000. So one in every 20 times, I'm going to get 15,000. So I can't really count on that. It's just going to be straight up 14,000 all the way through, which would have been the same if I had the heal bonus crit chance at 5%. Meaning if I had no heal bonuses and I was only going to get a 5% boost every time there was a crit at that 15% rate. So that means that 1 in 6 times I was going to get 14,500. Whereas if I just have the attack set, every single time I'm going to get 14,200. Okay. All right. The next thing I want to check to be sure, and I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but we have to see. Armor piercing. Block. You're not getting the heal bonus substat because you're not on the heal set. So, is the heal boost only when critting? Yeah, the heal boost is only when critting. Enzo asks. So, just like the block amount is only going to be dealt when you're doing a block. I do need to explain the stats, I think. I think I need to do a video explaining the stats. So, that being said, I could run a crit set with her. And I mean, it's a 1 in 6 chance. Okay, fine. But the actual benefit might be the heal bonus down at the bottom too. Because now, let's say these are each 5. I don't think they are. I think they're 4. That means it's a 10% bonus on top of the 5% bonus here. So does that make it worth it? Would I rather have 14,000 just straight across? 14,200 just straight across every single time I know that's what I'm getting? Or would I rather have 13,800, so close to 14,000, but 13,800 straight across with the heal crit set and then a 1 in 6 chance, 15% chance of getting 17,300? That's a good question. It might be that the heal crit set is worth it, especially if you're getting the added bonuses. That may mean that it's worth it. I wasn't prepared to say that. I thought for sure I was going to come on here and be like, yeah, well, you know. It's a certainty that you're going to get the 14,000. Stick with the 14,000. But if I'm going to get nearly the 14,000 based on the attack, and then I can get the heal bonuses, it's the substat that actually gets me to want to do it. Because if it's just critting more often, if it's really just going to be like 14,565 as an increase over, and I have a 15% chance of doing that, then I might as well do 14,290, right? But if I have a 1 in 6 chance of the 17,300, and really what I'm losing is the 400 consistently, it may seem that it is worth the gamble to put on heal crit set. I was not ready to say that, but the numbers don't lie. I'm going to do more research into this. I'm going to try it out with Black Canary. I'm going to build her with a crit set now, but this is also making me reconsider what I have done with my Kid Flash, because Kid Flash, when we come up here on him, I have him in straight up attack and then speed. I want him to get his turnaround as fast as possible. Now the question becomes, since I know I'm going to be ranking up his gear anyway, is it smarter for me to put him in a heal set like this? Go ahead and boost this up. Well, this is an HP bonus one, so maybe not. Maybe this is where the attack needs to stay, because it's going to be HP bonus and it's going to be an attack bonus. And then here, I put on the shoulder that gives me the heal bonus, and go ahead and get that up to level 15 as fast as possible. And do the same for the body that gives me this heal bonus. It's actually, funny enough, it's the substat. It is the substat on these heal crit sets that's giving you the heal bonus that's making them worth it, not the crit necessarily themselves. It gives the crit more value because of the bonus you get. So that kind of surprised me. I need to go ahead and get back into the gear sets. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time. I may have to redo that entire video. I'm surprised by it. It was a lot of math, and I usually put the numbers up with it. And I feel like maybe I should have prepared the math more because I was interpreting the math in the moment. But the way I'm looking at it, right? The way I'm looking at this is it's not even about the heal crit, which I do like. It's about the heal bonus. And the question you asked about whether the heal bonus apply, so she has not crit on attack to get the heal bonus. That and that's another thing too, because they don't necessarily make the distinction between, like they say, okay, you know what? This might be me reaching. I think that they are making it clear that crit over here is only for crit damage. Because, I mean, it is literally a sword as the icon. So I think that they are kind of making that point clear. The heal is the one that crits. So I think they're making it clear here that this crit is only going to apply to attack. That seems clear to me. And then because they have to make a distinction, this heal crit is what applies to heal bonus. Just like block amount applies to block. So yeah, the heal is based on the attack set. Yeah, exactly. The heal is based on the attack set. That's where the math is. But it's not. But the crits aren't based on the attack crit. They should have. I feel as though they should have done, like, since they did heal a crit, they should have done attack crit, and that would have just kind of cleared things up. But I can see the vision, like a line between two dots. Louisiana. All right, so I think, damn. But then that means that if I'm going to do this and rebuild, if I'm going to rebuild Kid Flash, maybe it's not even, I might just put, ooh, all right. Here's the other issue. If I'm putting just one crit set on him, is that worth losing the amount of attack bonus I get just to add like 5% crit chance on the heals? Because that's only 5%, but then I'm losing 6% attack bonus. So it seems like to me, if I'm adding like 15% here, wait, first of all, Jessica Cruz, how dare you? Replace. I want to keep him in speed. That's the problem. I want to have at least one speed set on him, and I may have to give up on that dream because having him at two heal crit sets and one attack set may make him the better healer. Plus, he's Kid Flash anyway. He should be fast. And how much speed? I'm only getting 8 additional speed from this anyway, which would knock him back down to 219. So if I'm knocking him down to 219, I mean, Sinestro would be faster than him at that point, but I think that's the only one who would be faster than him on my roster. Yeah, that was Sinestro. Yeah, his speed would be still second best on my squad. Okay. Pandora. Somebody mentioned using Pandora. I use Pandora. For the heals, I really got to get better acquainted with her kit. Cloaked Shield. I knew she did shield. Oh, wait. I did see something with heals. Each time losing HP, permanently increases attack, triggering passive attack boost, sacrifices, blah, 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 damage, and restores HP to 50% of attack of an ally with a purport. Yeah, so 50% of attack. E-Man, wait, can I call you E-Man? No, don't call me E-Man. Never call me E-Man. Never. Never, never, never. The only thing I get is Obi from my friends, and then if you're from South America or Japan, you're allowed to call me Manu. Other than that, and that's a very specific joke to 2 people who are definitely not watching this stream. Yeah, I don't know. So what's up, Flip? How you doing? I need to make another cup of coffee. We got 1 more hour. I've decided to be a little bit more responsible because I have to start going to work. I have to start doing the thing that they pay me to do. lately I've been sitting here like I got to go to work in an hour, and then 2 hours later I'm still here. Oh man, I gotta, and then I end up having to work late and work through my lunch break. Um, what's up? What's up? We're over here discussing like whether people are crazy or not for buying the Guy Gardner pack. Shout out Jordan and April. I hope y'all are listening and on the phone. Like, damn, I got to make this investment count. Um, and we just went through battle training, which is a new mode, which is pretty awesome. I like it a lot. I didn't even know you were streaming because I'm still figuring out the schedule, my guy. I'm still figuring out the schedule. Hit the notification bell so it'll bing bing, and then you'll know that I'm on. But I'm still figuring out the schedule. I'm gonna try this schedule for this week, and only promise to stream in the morning for me, night for you guys, and then maybe do a second one in the day, maybe not. Today may not happen because the problem with me streaming so much is I'm actually falling behind on the two things. I have a trading bot that I need to work on, and then blah blah that back, and then also actually putting out the videos that I'm recording. I'm falling behind on that and making the thumbnails and everything. So while I was doing the watch along to like Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2 last night, I was sitting over here like slyly like, let me go ahead and make this bleeds thumbnail. So I gotta catch up. I'm having too much fun. That's the problem. We probably for sure crazy, but I'm gonna make it work. But that's my point. Like, yeah, you can call me crazy too, but I try to like see from other people's perspective and then change the element that would make me understand them. And the second I said the Joker, I was like, yeah, if they do that though, if they put the Joker in as an epic and make him 50, especially if the animation or like the artwork for the Joker is on point, they got my pockets, man. They got me. They got me. I did subscribe and set all notifications. Nothing popped up. I can't tell you. I can't call it. I can't call it. So if they did do that for the Joker, especially if they did like, I think my favorite Joker is still Batman animated series Joker, especially if they gave him the damn hat and he could take off the hat. I might have to come up off that green. I might have to do it. I might have to do it. Yeah, no, that's the other thing too. You know that part, I see the benefit in that when you get it, and then the banner comes out, you'll get more of his frags, and then he'll get added to weekly recruitment. You get more, and then that way you can actually like rank him up. I see that vision. I really, really do. I think the problem with it, from my perspective, is that the first time this is done is with Guy Gardner. I really think that's it. If the first time this was done, it was Nightwing. If the first time this would, and I already know Nightwing, so I'm trying to think of a character that would be epic, introduced into a game from like the DC from the Gotham universe. And the only Riddler, if they had Riddler come out like that, if they had Joker come out like that, if they had an epic version of Batgirl that came out like that, Batwoman, if they put Batwoman in the game as an epic, the Batwoman's coming through, right? Oh, I can't wait till they do. If they put Batwoman in the game and they said 50, they might got me. They might got me. Damn you, DC Rose Collide, already. Y'all might have me already. Anyway, all right. Let me get back. I forgot what I was even doing. Oh, yeah, the heel crit set thing. So I think that, I'm going to remove this stuff from her now, but I think that if I'm going to do the heel crit set, it becomes worth it when we look at the substats. I think I'm going to record that video again, but just not with you guys. I think I'll do it independent and not make you guys watch it again. I'll watch it, and I think I won't be happy with it, and I'll re-record it. I feel like I want her to be in attack, and she's an elite, so I can kind of be like, bleh about it. But I think I want her to have an attack helmet. And somebody asked me this just yesterday about whether the placement matters. And the placement only, and now I'm saying the placement only matters so far as where the substat is on the set that you're using. So as I see it now, attack set, armor piercing down at the bottom, right? Speed, whoa. Speed has a heal bonus at the bottom. I wasn't ready for that. I thought Speed has heal bonus at the bottom. What? But what? So I just built Kid Flash all wrong. I built Kid Flash completely wrong. Because right now, crit resist down at the bottom of this one. HP. So is the substat for the chest dependent on the chest piece? Heal bonus on the left. So we're gonna change this real quick because the crit resist would be a billion times better on the friggin' guy with shields, and the heal bonus would be so much better on the guy with heals. Yo, what the hell am I doing? Crit resist here, but then if we have another one that has HP bonus crit, okay. I'll look for that piece, but damn, what am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta redo all of my, not redo, but I need to do a video on the gear substats. Because now I just want to strengthen that. Can I get this up to the heal bonus just to see what it is? Damn, I don't have enough gold. I need a mill. That's my next thing I'm doing is I'm figuring out what that damn heal bonus is. And then the rest of this is about to be crit. When I remove this, I'm losing 6%, 9%. So approximately 10% of my bonus, which is going to be, let's say 300. It's going to be less than that. It's going to be like 280 to 75. So that'll be 2,700. Dog. Oh, I screwed this up. Okay. But then at the same time, I still wanted to have, and the reason why, okay, as I'm saying it out loud, as I'm thinking it and saying it out loud, basically, the reason why I was going to demand having 2 heal sets was that the heal bonus is what I'm really going after. But if I can get the heal bonus off these speed sets, then that means I can put the heal crit sets over here on the helmet and just have 4 sets here, as opposed to having the 4 heal sets here trying to get at that heal bonus. Well, I mean, obviously this is going to be replaced. Let me just go ahead and do this now. Heal sets. Wait, what? I only have 1. Oh, because I was recklessly using all of my other stuff to rank up the other equipment. Okay, so replace that. Bet. This is going to be replaced too. This should be on. This has armor piercing on it. What are we doing? Oh, but armor piercing is always the first, and then when you get here, that's when the heal bonus comes. Replace. So it's the 3rd substat. So when you get to your epic gear, so don't worry about it too much with your elite. Just a heads up there. This has HP bonus. I would love for one of these to have a heal bonus. HP bonus. Yeah. So this is the heal bonus one. Replace for right now. This one has a block bonus, so I could go for speed here. And then the attack. HP bonus. Heal bonus on this one. So those 3rd substats can change. Replace. So we have that, and then I do want to have a speed here. HP bonus. Zatanna may have to come up off this. Honestly, Lex may have to come up off this. Crit. HP. Zatanna, I'm going to need to take this from you. I'm sorry, my dear. You're going to have to lose that. Okay. What's up, da boy? How you doing? Rated the channel with 4 viewers. What's up? I got to set up my, the things that happens that introduce people into the chat and all that other stuff. I need to start doing that stuff. I have to work on the details of my stream. So now what I'm looking at doing is I have a heal bonus on here, check. Heal bonus here, check. Heal bonus. So I have the 4 heal bonuses that I want. I have the speed set, and I have another heal bonus here. So right now, basically, I need to get like 10 million in gold and rank all these up. So Kid Flash is like my primary, gear focus right now. That he's going to be the one that I work whenever I think of I have gold and I need to rank up something or strengthen something. Kid Flash is the first one because I want to know how this works. That heal crit bonus thing, that heal gear set thing. I'm sorry I made you guys sit through that. That's not going to be a video. I'm going to reshoot that video. Yeah. Does this also come with heal bonuses? Yeah, heal crit rate increases by 8% instead when it's up to rank 8. Man, listen. And so then right now my crit is up to, I have 18.2. So let's say it's 20%. So every 1 in 5 less, but 1 in 6, but whatever. I'm going to get this 5% heal bonus. But as soon as I can get these heal bonuses ranked up, the moment that happens, I really wish I could go somewhere right now and get like 800K in gold. So I could rank up at least one of them and see where it leaves me. I'm going to go to this training, this battle training real quick. I'm going to let this run. Damn, this makes me change my mind about whether I want titanium. I'm going to go for the titanium. That's just stupid if I don't. But I'm going to challenge this real quick. I'm going to reset this. I'm going to make a coffee and I'll come right back. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Okay, so now each character is going to require way more detail as I get higher up. Damn. So then this is the video where video substats matter. And then I'll use this to basically explain all the stats in the game. All right. So that might be a very long video. All right, guys. So I'm going to run this. Let's make Kid Flash heal a little bit more. Let's get our sustain pieces out a little bit faster and see how that goes. And I'm going to go make my cup of coffee real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Yeah, or like a BRB, Robert, just like a be right back kind of like screen that would say like, "Hey, I'm coming back." Like now. Flip, I saw that you have a gear video. Yeah, I do. But I feel like that gear video is this is not what I wanted to have happen at all. I feel like that gear video is like if you've taken a foreign language and they do like Spanish 101, 102, 103, Spanish 201, 202, 203, 301. Like I feel like that video now that I'm reading this is like a that was gear 101, 102. What we're going to do now is we're going to get into gear 103, 201. So we're leaving the beginner level and hitting the intermediate because the stats suggest, I think that was a new high score, right? Nope. That sucked. I think that it's the stats themselves. When you get to that third substat, which does not happen until Epic, is when you have to readjust your thinking on what to do with your gear because that substat at the bottom, that third one, is going to make a difference in what you're doing, as I have found out in front of all you peoples, which is cool. So now, me being arrogant slash cocky, I thought that this was going to be a walk to get to 150. This is not a walk. This is not a walk at all. Damn. And I don't know what team to go at it with. And they still don't have the skip battle, which I'm not going to be. What does this reset do? I guess it just resets all the rewards and then I can go back at it again. So I have 3 days to figure out the best team to attack her with. And then I can reset it and then get those awards again. Batman. McLovin, Batman. Easy. Constantine, and this is, again, preference thing, but yo, for me, Constantine himself, when he does the allies lose 15% of their HP every time they take a turn, it's like, well, you better hurry up and finish this battle or have a healer on your squad who can keep up with how much damage he's doing to your squad. So, see why I asked you if gear placement mattered. Well, still, gear placement doesn't matter, Flip. If you have elite gear, and depending on the substat, it's the substat that we're going for, not the placement itself, like whether it's head or whatever. Because even just then, you saw when I went for the helmet itself, most of the helmets that I ran into did not have the heal bonus on it until I got to this one, and then it had the heal bonus. So even then, it does not matter necessarily the placement, sir. It's the subset that matters. Can you tell I have a law degree? You tell I have a law degree. Had to come off the cuff quick with, damn, he's right. How do I make him wrong? That. All right. So, what am I doing? I was gonna go back to the battle challenge. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What am I? You're solved. That's what you are. Although that little Riddler thing, I love that. I really want to see that again. I want him to do something else. And I do still have to give the final riddle to the giveaway. Flip. Look, I said this before because I finished my second master's in psychology right at the end of my last relationship. So like we broke up and I had like 4 more months of work to do, something like that, 5 more months. And then I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like, I will never have another girlfriend again because I have a law degree and a psychology degree. So not only will I badger you into feeling like you're wrong, I'm also going to make you blame your dad. And nobody wants to argue with a guy who has a psychology and a law degree. It just sounds like a walking stomp on your self-esteem every other day. So, yeah, we'll accept being single for the next 40 years. All right, so let's see. I've already pulled this. I hate that they have this stay the red dot because I always follow the red dots and stop it. Multiverse on Convergence. Will DCU characters have a rerun banner or is it not possible? From Schizophrenia. Jordan, you have to say that's too accurate. I'm gonna be alone forever. Thanks, Jordan. I thought your last name was Love. Overthrowing open receivers, huh? Okay. Sorry, Eminem line from Dr. Dre. I can't remember what the song was called, but about to get overthrown like the head, like a pass over the head of an open receiver. Um, I don't think they're going to quote unquote rerun them, like do them again. From what I've read, from what I understand, is that given the Superman one, and I don't know the timeline for when they're going to do it. I'm just giving you days as an example, okay? They've run the Superman banner for almost 2 weeks. At the end of that 2 weeks, I think there's going to be like a gap, like a 1 week gap. And then I think, or it could be a month. I have no idea how long that gap is going to be. And then they're going to put them in the regular weekly recruitment, like in the regular pool of legendaries. They're going to have Guy Gardner. His early access is right now where you can buy him for 3 days, period. Once the 3 days are up, they're going to give him a banner. Then you can pull him for like, I guess, 2 weeks, maybe 1 week. I don't know on that side of it. Then you pull, then it's going to be like, okay, 1 month later, now he's in the regular recruitment where you can get him regularly. Oh no, I know, man. I'm being funny with you. I'm messing with you. I throw out jokes, Jordan. No shade, no shade, no shade. Anyway, so basically, I think that the only thing I don't know, because they've said already, like the Guy Gardner is going to be the early access up until the 24th, and then they said they're going to do the banner on the 24th. So the early access thing, maybe they'll still let you buy them for a little bit. Actually, let me go to the store while I'm making this assumption, because I think the deal expires in 3 days, right? Store. That'll just give us a timeline, because guess who's not about to buy him? This guy. Special offers, Guy Gardner. This deal, it doesn't say, oh yeah, so this deal expires in 3 days. In 3 days is when they'll be ready for the pull, right? Or when you get where you can't pull him from his own special banner like Soups. They do that, let's say 2 weeks, maybe it's a week. Honestly, maybe it's 4 days. 3 days to buy, 4 days to pull, however long, and then the gap between that and when it gets introduced into thing. Oh, no. Here's the thing. Everybody's new to this game. It just got released on the 7th of July. It's just that I had, I'm in Switzerland, so I was able to get the game earlier. They released it in other parts of the world before they did the US and the whole globe. So yeah. Anyway, plus they do have this thing here in the mail, which is kind of clear, kind of not. Because they'll say down here at the bottom, dates, increased chance to obtain Green Lantern on July 24th with the event Mother Box whenever you earn blah, blah, blah. Limited time recruitment and is available until the, oh, there we go. It's available till the 30th. So you have 1 week from the 24th. You have like 7 days to get them. And then sometime after the event, he'll be added to the Epic Legendary and Weekly Recruitment. So they're not telling you when. It could be 30 days. It could be 2 weeks. I'm assuming they're going to probably do like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to really hammer that either buy him or buy a bunch of the tokens to unlock him, or you won't get him for a long time. And in the world we live in now, a month might as well be 3 years. Yeah, no worries. Of course. Jan Greifer, you know I'm still stuck on Canary Zatanna stage 18, 15. Didn't we just figure out something with poisons? Where poisons, Mr. Terrific is definitely next. He is definitely next. They've already had they had the YouTube video announcing him like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, he's definitely right after Guy Gardner, which might be why this event ends on the 30th, so like next week. And then I would assume like on the back of that comes Mr. Terrific, and they'll do the same thing. Early access 3 days, and then I assume that's what they're gonna do. And here's what I have to keep saying assume, is that it's very clear that they're going to try to, at best, maximize the amount of money they can make while also not pissing off their entire fan base or the crowds or the potential players. And in this process, like this is why they're going to do the Superman DCU event or Superman DCU boost, the buff, is they're trying to find that balance. And very early on in these games, it's like, okay, so this worked, and they probably have like a 3-month plan. And then it was just kind of flexible throughout. And then they'll do a definitive, okay, this worked, this didn't. This worked, this didn't. Let's see if we can increase the numbers by, waiting for an extra week. Okay, we had people stop playing and there was a loss in engagement because we made them too hard to get. And they're going to just go over those analytics and then adjust accordingly. So that's why I'm not saying this with any conviction about how Mr. Terrific is going to be handled, but I assume it would be the same release schedule: 3 days of early access, a week of recruitment at an increased rate, and then add him to the weekly and all the other stuff later. Okay, so yeah, so Canary, Zatanna. Try poisons, because the thing we figured out, and I don't know what your roster has on it, but, and we'll even use Scarecrow for this explanation, is that on poisons, the thing we figured out, the thing that was always there and my dumbass just figured out, after the end of a turn, takes superpower damage equal to 20% of attack and decreases healing received by 10%. So you have that. Then you also have the bat cycle that gives decreased heals as part of the kit, decreased healing, which is decreasing healing and shields received by 10%. So maybe if you run the bat cycle and maybe a poison ivy or a scarecrow, I don't know if you have penguin. He is good early on. And he does give a poison when he gets attacked after he does his advanced attack. So maybe that works for you. I'm not 100% sure. So, all right. So we're going to go back. I do want to figure out, do I have anything else I need to figure out? I got the 27-3 yesterday, and 27-3 then kicked me in the face properly. Batman was wrecking my face. Actually, what was the recommended? I speak English good. What did people clear this with? I can't trust Zatanna and Constantine when they use them to clear now, because this is pre. They only use 4. You were just trying to stunt. And all these teams are level 9. Well, my team is 1 million, but Zatanna was so much more of a beast back then. DCU Soups, Wonder Woman, Zatanna, Lex, and Nightwing on 18.5. So then you guys are right around the same area. Zatanna worked out for you? Okay. Oh, and he also has the Seed of Kadar. And I'm Kondak. And I'm not going to do that anytime soon because I'm focused on gearing my Kid Flash. That is literally where all my resources are going to go for the next while. Because I really want to know about the heal bonus stat. I really need to figure that out. Now, this event here where we're doing the battle training, I want to go after the gold. Oh, no worries. I was just trying to be clear because again, that was so long ago. I don't remember at all. I'm glad you do though. That's a good shout. Thank you. Titanium is the biggest bottleneck, even though I would need gold right now to do with Kid Flash. I want to figure out the best team for her, and I need to figure out the stats after that. You're on chapter 1921 now. Wait, when did you start, Jordan? Seems like you're progressing pretty well. Can I stun her? There's nothing that says she can't be stunned, right? There's nothing that says she can't be stunned. Why not risk it? Come on. We have enough sustain. Maybe we increase the attack. Okay, let's see if this goes. But the thing is I did figure out before that Orm and Nightwing do not work because she is not doing a bunch of attacks at once. And that's best against multi-target, like a single target burst damage is when Ocean Master and Nightwing really shine. On global release. Okay, there you go. If it lands, LOL. Yeah, me too. I'm just always on this game now. Trying to try stuff over. Like, for real, when I'm done with this, I'm going to get off stream in about 30 minutes. This is just going to be next to me while I'm running it, while I'm doing work. I have just stuff to submit. But that's the plus side about the idle play, too, is that I can just set up the team real quick, plop this to the side. It's going to take however long it's going to take. That's why I like to do the auto. Another reason why I like to do the auto ultimates, and then I come back, I can check the stats, see what happened, and then keep it pushing. So yeah, that's another benefit. So who the hell is right wing? Where did that come from, Robert? Oh, Jordan. I think that's somebody walking around. It's the new superhero. You never heard of Right Wing? You ain't heard of him before? No. You got to pay attention, man. It's MAGA's response to the Superman movie. I want to say Captain Right Wing, but I think Right Wing is good enough. Dog, everybody misses DC Legends, man. Everybody who loved that game misses that thing so much. You had a typo, but nope, that's a new superhero. That was the name of the dude who went into the insurrection with the Viking helmet on. That's Right Wing. That's him. What other games do you play other than this and Marvel? That's it, Flip. It's just these two. Because, well, Marvel Strike Force has fallen to secondary, but if you notice, Daywing. Is that Blade? I don't know. No, but that's like, if you see how in depth I get into it and how addicted I am to it and how like I want to find out every single bit, I don't have the number of hours in the day that would allow me to have any other games. Because I just get into it really, really, really deep into it. So yeah, it's Marvel Strike Force is even like suffering because I'll sit at the screen and then stare and say like, I need to figure this out. You know what I mean? And then I need to figure this out. So I don't have much room for anything else. The one thing, everybody's messing with Jordan today. It's fine. He loves it. We're all, this is what I want. I want to build a community where we can just like gently jab the right wing joke. That's hilarious. Who the hell is right wing? Is dude from the insurrection, Mr. Viking. So yeah, the way I focus up on it is not gonna be conducive to me like doing another game, at least not for a minute. I looked at content. I looked at a content creator, Dorky Dad, the one that I watch. One of the ones that I watch. I keep saying that like he's the only one. And I watched him play Marvel Mystic Mayhem because I was just curious because it's been brought up multiple times, and it seemed like he was already bored with it from the way he was talking about it. And that game just came out. He was really excited about it like a month ago, and now he's just kind of like, yeah, okay. See, if you have Thor or Iron Man, it's already a wrap. And I was like, you don't sound like you're having fun, homie. Yeah, so you even stopped playing Marvel Mayhem. So I hope that is good for them because honestly, as a content creator, one of the worst things, like I did it with Marvel Future Revolution, where I was going to try to be like what I did with this game. I was going to try to jump out on that game, be ahead of it a little bit, have the videos up, create my content, get you guys to come in. Let's play this game together. And that game was such a money grab, deep in your pockets ass game that it only lasted a year, actually. The game died after a year, and I'm guaranteed that we don't know what happened. It's because you thought that you could charge me $100 to have Iron Man every single day. No, homie. So, like, there's a balance to that kind of thing. And one of the things is if you're a content creator, you're spending a lot of time on this stuff. You're thinking about it, researching, doing. He even does, like, those infographics and stuff, which I don't do. And he's on the stream for, like, 8 hours, and he does all the work while people are there with him. And I have a full-time job that is his full-time job. So there's a balance there. But, like, when you invest this much into a game, like time and effort, and then you do it to the wrong game, it guts you. And so I hope they find a way to improve like Marvel Mystic Mayhem for even the content or the people who are investing in it, who are playing it. Because the idea that this game came out like, what, 2 months ago? And everybody's just kind of like, yeah, we're done. There's nothing else to do. Like, ouch, man. Ouch. Even for those developers and stuff. I mean, that's a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I hope they can make that work. But I saw it and I was like, this looks cool and interesting. I guess it's okay. And then the way he's talking through it is like he's been playing the game for 8 years and he's just like looking for content, looking for something to do. So damn. It's a sidekick is right wing is a sidekick to the hero fuselage. Okay. This is the new high score for me, right? No, 61,000 is the new high score, right? Yeah. So that's my new high score. I got to get to 75, and that was what was the team I was running there? Nightwing, Ocean Master. I'm wondering if I replace Lex with Soups. This could be a problem because I'm really putting a lot of pressure on Kid Flash to handle these heals. But yeah, damn, people are already done playing it. Like they're already bored. And I said this before, and I think they might wait till PlayStation 6. Does anybody know when the third installment of the Final Fantasy VII game is coming out? Does anybody have a clue? Because I am very tempted to play that game again and stream it because I have both. You need to start focusing on ranking up your characters. Yeah, that gets to be a thing. Lasso of Truth, still love that. Yeah, that's where my focus is right now too. It's more about ranking. I'm gonna get Guy Gardner, but it's more about ranking. Or maybe I'll get Guy Gardner. I damn sure ain't paying $50 for him. I need Final Fantasy X-3. I've only really done 7 all the way through. Even like the Final Fantasy 14s and 15s, which I heard are really, really good, I haven't done. And now that I am kind of getting into the streaming a little bit, I may play those one-time RPGs because to me those are like, I take a week, 2 weeks, sometimes I'll even take vacation, and then I'm just gonna be a fat slob and I'm gonna have like wings and fries on the side. I'm gonna have like with my ex when Final Fantasy came out, and I explained, and this is where she was cool. Like I explained to her like, this is this important to me, and she was like, okay, fine enough. You get the whole living room, do whatever you need, have fun. And I just sat there and played Final Fantasy for like a week, I think 2 weeks till the game was finished. Just put it off to the side. Final Fantasy 14 is mom. I've been on that for like 10 years. Really? It's an MMO. I didn't know Final Fantasy 14 was an MMO. We're going to look at that later. We're going to check that out later. But because what I've heard was like Final Fantasy 15 was the one to go at. The one that I need to look at. If I liked Final Fantasy 7, I'll like Final Fantasy 15. And okay, I'm going to put it this way. Those MMOs, with games like that, they require so much. And on a console, the plus side about mobile games being MMOs, yeah, I only played Final Fantasy 15. 7 is what's up. I even played the old school 7, like the PlayStation 1 7 on my phone, just because it was like, I really want to do it again. But like, for MMO RPG games, for a person who is, well, I am single now, but wasn't before, and then has kids and everything else, it is hard to play those games on a console. Whereas on a mobile game, that I got to take the train to go to Geneva at least once a week. That is at least 6 hours a week that I'm on a train, 7 hours a week I'm on a train, not including like regular old train travel that's on a daily basis, stuff that I have to do. I can do that. No lie, I know y'all do it too. When I'm using the bathroom, I can play a little bit. I'm not bringing my PlayStation 5 into my bathroom. You know what I mean? So it's like a little bit more while I'm cleaning and stuff, especially with the game like DC Worlds Collide. I can do the fights while I'm cleaning, doing dishes, cooking, and everything else. Like the other adulting stuff I have to do. I can do while playing it that way. With MMOs that are on console, I gotta sit my butt on the couch and be focused on that. So I might. 15 was good, but it gets so much hate. From who? Because I mean, the reason why I thought 15 was going to be good at all was because I heard it. I never played it. I was in a manga store, And I had heard that it was good before, and then the guy in the shop, when I told him about Final Fantasy, we got into a conversation about Final Fantasy. Shocking. I'm in an anime store, and we get into a conversation about Final Fantasy 7. What? You don't say. And then he was like, if you like that, then you should play 15. And I just didn't take the advice. Like, I have it. I logged it to do it. I just haven't done it. So I didn't hear anybody give hate to it, Flip. Yeah, my friend plays Final Fantasy 14 is too much. Yeah, I ain't think I'd be as locked in on mobile gaming. Kingdom Hearts, dog. You know what? I'm about to share some trauma with you. It takes too much time. That's what it is. And I mean, the thing is no offense to if you play it. It's one of those. If you love it, you love it. I'm not hating you for it. But the problem is that if it were a mobile game, I could at least justify it and like just do it on the train or something. But I got to sit on my couch, and I think I'm actually getting to the age of where I'm too old to sit on the couch that long. I get like anxious and be like, I got to do something. Like even when I'm reading comics on the couch, I'm like, okay, well, let me get up and do this real quick. I don't know if I can do a game like that. However, my trauma, Jordan, I got to be real. We didn't grow up with the most money in the world, and trauma. I'm being dramatic, hyperbolic. You guys know that already. I started Kingdom Hearts. I think I even have it on my PlayStation. I never finished Kingdom Hearts. That one or the second one or the third one. I never finished those games. And now, as I am a grown-ass adult with a PlayStation 5, and I'm a streamer, I'm a YouTuber, that could be an investment if I get Kingdom Hearts, which, by the way, like once you hit monetization and stuff like that, things I spend on this game, I'm going to have to do my taxes real funky, and I think I might have to get some help. This is the other thing too, when you hear content creators say like buy this, buy that, and the good content creators, the ones that I like Ash, like Dorky Dad, like Mobile Game, they speak on the fact that now that I do earn money from YouTube and do this kind of stuff, me spending money on these packs is not the same as you spending money on these packs. One, it creates content. I put out a Guy Gardner video and say he's good, bad, or whatever. I earn money off that video. Plus, on the back end of that, because I bought it, which I will not buy it, I do get to write that off on my taxes as a business expense. So when you hear content creators be like, it's great, it's great, it's great, it's great, to keep in mind that they get two-sided benefits, tax write-off, and you're watching their content. They earn money off of it. So technically, they're being paid back. And it would be better for me, put it this way, it would be better for me to buy Guy Gardner and select one type of resource. Okay. It would be better for me to buy Guy Gardner and create the video because of all of you people who were like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Think about it. If I put a Guy Gardner video out right now that's 30 minutes long with all the people who are, I would never buy it. That's one sentiment of anger or like, I don't want to say anger, but like, like just a reaction to it. All the people who have bought it, and then all the people in the middle who are trying to decide. All those people watch that video. That video makes back the money that I would have spent on Guy Gardner. So like, remember when people tell you about like, oh, buy this pack, buy that pack. It's easier for me to buy it because even at my small ass channel size, I still would get a benefit off of it to where eventually it wouldn't cost me anything per se. It would be at the level I'm at right now, it'd be a net zero, I think. Maybe even a little bit of profit. So just bear that in mind. That's why I'm so hesitant to be like, buy this pack, buy that pack. It don't work the same for everybody, right? So just be careful of that when you hear folks talk like that. Let's do this with him anyway. I think I need more heels. When you walk away, you won't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel. Y'all are killing me. Kingdom Hearts is forever goated. All right, so this week I have to start moving. I think Jordan and Flip are best friends now. You want to do karate in the garage? Um, so it was slippery. Sorry, I shouldn't even say that line from that movie. But if you've seen the movie, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. A shout out. Who's that? No Life Shack. Uh, and quiet as it's kept. I think Eminem shouted out No Life Shack in that Animals Part One, because he said, "If you know, you know," and everybody knows that No Life Shack is a huge fan of Eminem. Like he puts Eminem as goated. So I think Eminem shouted out No Life Shack in that verse. Anyway, I'm tempted. Childhood memories in that song. I think here's what I'm thinking right now, and this is why I brought up the whole moving thing, is that start moving this weekend into next week, and I'm wondering if I should sit back, buy Kingdom Hearts 1 through 3, and then also because they're on sale now, right? They can't be. It has to be like $5 for them damn things or something, and then get Final Fantasy 15. Oh yeah, you think I haven't shown my age already? I just went. How many references have I made that came from the '90s? I think this channel is for all of the dudes who are in middle age, the dudes and ladies, and our non-binary siblings, all the people that we love. I think my channel is going to be very much like I'm 35 plus, and I still game, and I still have a Batman shirt. What? I'm grown. You can't tell me what to do. I think I think this channel is going to be like the home for those people. I'm tempted to do that. Play Kingdom Hearts because I never played it all the way through. I never got very deep into it at all. And then stream it and just play Kingdom Hearts on the couch, on the PlayStation, and figure out a way to stream it over Twitch and YouTube. Because I think I know how to do it on Twitch. I don't know how to do it on YouTube in terms of streaming from a console. And do that. Because I've never done it before. I never finished Kingdom Hearts. And now I'm kind of like, yeah, why not? 31. Okay, so I dated you to me. You're a decade younger than me, my bad. Okay, I think the Kingdom Hearts thing has to happen. I'm not promising this weekend, but I think it needs to happen. Where are we at? We're at 54,000, and everybody did. This is more challenging than I thought it would be. Definitely more challenging than I thought it would be. Ni El Gato and a few others since PS5 don't have optic cable anymore. Really? And you're 29. So y'all talking about aging yourselves. Y'all still, your metabolism is still the same. You can't say you age yourself and you in your early 30s, late 20s. Shut up. You still have the same metabolism you had when you were 16. I don't want to hear it. 38. Thank you, Daniel. That's more like it. Get up with me. Like, what are we talking about? 29 years old. Boy, please. 29. I won't even date women who are 29 because they're too young for me. Talking about 29. Shit. Shoot. Y'all got me too comfortable. I got 13 minutes more not to curse. All right. What am I doing here? Let's go for 27.3 and see what the issue is. Got an old soul. That's the same thing. My homegirl, I think I've talked about it. Alessia and Kat, two amazing, beautiful, super smart, intelligent women. Alessia is 23. I gotta get her birthday gift. Damn, I think I missed her birthday. She's 23. And my homegirl, the one I graduated with a master's in psychology, she's 26, Kat. And they both told me that they have old souls. And I was like, no, you don't. But then the more I hear about their habits, I'm like, you guys are literally 80 years old in 20-year-old bodies. I don't understand how you can have this many issues with like just going outside. You're supposed to be young and want to go outside. LO, I'm 36 and I'm sore lying on the couch watching this. Dog. And here's the thing too. At 36, I think is when you hit the age of where like you can be sore for no damn reason. Like okay, so I was playing in a basketball tournament, right? And I do try to stay in shape. I do play in tournaments. I do go to the gym regularly. I play basketball 2-3 times a week. when I get the chance, right? But that age still hits, and I'll never forget. I was in a tournament like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and I'm doing all this stuff, moving around, doing well. It's keeping up with the 20-year-olds. That's my midlife crisis. I'm not gonna buy a car. I'm not gonna date some 20-year-old. I'm gonna try to keep playing basketball against 20-year-olds until I tear an ACL or rupture an Achilles or something, right? That's gonna be my midlife crisis. I'm telling you, when I was doing well and everything, and then I go like this, just like that. Not even an athletic move, just somebody went in that direction, and I turned, and the entire right side of my back caught on fire. Like it was like I clearly pulled something or strained something. The adrenaline let me finish the tournament, and then I was like, because my daughter was with me during the thing too, and I was like, okay. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. I'm hurt. I'm in pain. Whatever. And I was already prepared in my head for it to hurt the next day. I came home. I cooked dinner for my daughter, all that jazz. Woke up the next day. It was fine. It was fine. And then I'm like walking around. I'm trying to get ready to take my daughter back to her mom, or to her stepdad, actually. I'm walking around. I'm getting stuff. And then I go to put on my shoes. And this is where that age comes in. Instead of like bending down to put on the shoe, I just grabbed the shoe real quick and put it on my foot and did the thing where you pull the back of the shoe. And then everything erupted even worse from putting on the damn shoe and just not doing it proper. Just going like this, pulling it up. You know what I'm saying? Like just grabbing the back of my heel and pulling it up. It was so bad that I literally told my daughter, there was a glass of water on the counter. I went to go get like a painkiller, ibuprofen. And I had to tell my daughter to get the glass of water because I couldn't bend down to get it. And then I had to get on a train with her and a dog and be like, how am I going to get her to her mom? Like, from putting on all that athletic movement, me putting on a shoe blew my back up. Construction work turned tattoo artist. My back hates me. Dog, the construction work is no joke. That construction work is no joke. I'm glad you got to the tattoo artist. So shout out there. Maybe get a tattoo from you at some point. But like, I'm glad you were able to make that pivot because construction is no joke, man. That ruins your body. That absolutely ruins your body. No joke at all. Should be paid more if we're being real about it, but honestly, everybody should be paid more if you're stateside. Teachers, construction workers, all that stuff. Anyway, let's mess up your spine. It doesn't work anymore. Damn, I wish we had given you a pension and some insurance to take care of all of your medical bills. Oh, well, bye. Switzerland, they do that. U.S., they don't so much. Have had a sneeze and can't move after. Hey, when you ever have a sneeze, like you're talking, but you have that sneeze where and you feel something, you're like, okay, I'm afraid to move because I feel like if I move, then I'm gonna finish off what got started. That the sneeze screwed up. Actually, here's one thing. One of the worst pains, but it's like a ninja in the night, and this is ageless. Everybody should maybe have this, and I don't know if it's a Southern term. Do you guys know what I'm referring to when I say a Charlie horse? Do you guys know what a Charlie horse is? Because if you ever get a Charlie horse in the middle of the night, I remember I think I had to be 12 or 14 when my first Charlie horse happened on my calf, and I screamed, and my mom ran into the room like, "What's wrong?" And then like a Charlie horse is basically like, I call it an extreme muscle cramp, but like when your calf muscle, it locks and it's just strained and it's rock hard. I feel like I could have hit it with a baseball bat and the back would have broken. Like the muscle was that tense and you can't relax it. It is not okay. And that is the worst pain, but then I used to get them when I was sleeping. So it'd be in the middle of the night, I'd be asleep and then my calf would lock up. And there is nothing there. You do not want to wake up that way. Let me tell you, that's a core memory for me. I remember when that happened because I thought I was bit by a snake. I thought Jesus came to take me home. I didn't know what was happening. I was done. Oh Lord, I'll never forget that night. It was over for me. It was over for me. Can I run this with just Lex? Can I do this with just Lex and try to get more damage out there? If we run it that way, maybe. Let's see. Yeah. Um. Oh well, I'm glad you guys got paid amazing. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You know what? I may take you up on that offer. Actually, because the last guy I did who designed the logo for my channel, who did well, put it this way: do you have like a Fiverr or an Upwork account that you can send me, and then that way we can just do everything, the pricing and all that stuff, and then I'll get up with you. Um, but yeah, and in fact, I think the Discord is still pinned up there. Check out the Discord. Find me on the Discord. Send me a message. Okay, so. And Lex is already dead, so there goes all of our sustained. We're gonna die. Oh, you're in the Discord? So just send me a direct message. A quick question. Does it matter who I level up or link? You mean like, okay. Yes? I think I know what your question is. I guess you're pretty new. No. You're not doing it for free. Okay. People who work need to get paid for their work. Quick question. So, so how new are you to the game? One, two. I guess this is a question of like leveling up versus level link, and that part does matter. And when I'm done with this, which I am done with this, I'm not getting past this. I can explain it quickly, but I also have a level link video that's very, very early on, but it still does a pretty good job of explaining. Maybe I should rehash it, but I should have a couple of those. Basically, so right now, my level link is okay. The characters you want to invest in should have the highest ceiling, right? So legendaries are going to have a higher ceiling than epics, and epics are going to have a higher ceiling than elites, right? So first things first, which I think if you're at level 140, you already know this, there should not be one single elite in your top 5. You should keep it legendary and epics, and then eventually just legendary, right? And I know I have 2 legendaries outside of that. I know. They got demoted. Okay. What's up, Rello? Rello's in there with the the Deadpool headbang. You were quiet for a bit. So basically, what you want to do is the characters that I want to invest in first, the ones that I have the most confidence in, are the ones I want to be in my top 5. And they should be epics. But so, for example, I know the second I get any gold, I'm going to put it into Wonder Woman. And then next would be Kid Flash. And then next would be Superman. Those. I'm not going to, because they're characters that I can also use everywhere in the game. AoE damage dealer, yeah, they said mighty, but she hits hard everybody. Best tank in the game, in my opinion. I'm sure there's others who might disagree, but that's for me. Amazing single target damage dealer. Amazing agile AoE dealer. Healer. Some would put Lex in here because of his shields and his sustain. Cool. I'm not arguing with that right now. Not in this moment. Some people would put Nightwing in there because he's an awesome tank. He's probably the second best tank in the game, as an agile as well. Those kind of things, right? The ones where it is, I need to have, in order to progress, I need to have Wonder Woman at 200. I need to have Superman at 200. So I can't put them in level link where they're waiting for my 5th best character to get to 200. I'm going to invest in them now, right? So basically, that is what I would do. The guys who are the characters that I want to work on first and that I know are going to help progress me through the game. So for example, Bane is a character that I would want to work on over these 5 for experiments, but he's kind of niche. I'm experimenting with him. I don't know that the resources are going to go be that useful putting those into him instead of somebody else. So I'm going to put him in level link instead. I hope that answers your question. I hope that gets to your point. Yo, Manu, you better be from South America or Japan, Flip. I'm messing with you. Good morning. What's your main team, and do I have a spot if anyone falls off? Nari and Jackson. If anyone falls off, then I will let you know. I don't know. There might have been 2 people who've already fallen out of my league. Actually, it goes quick. The second, and the thing is I'm kind of, yeah, there's 2 spots left if you hurry up. Unless a DC Legends person comes in, you're next. My main team, honestly, is what I just showed before. These are the characters I'm going to try to run first, with the exception of maybe Lex gets subbed in for Green Arrow or Batman. Nightwing gets used a lot. Orem gets used a lot. These two get used a lot. And outside of that, everybody else is kind of niche mix and match. Um, how was the Pokeball? The Pokeball was awesome. I figured out this is, and I'm gonna end the stream after this. I figured out a hack, a hack, a life hack, at least for my rice cooker, where I can put like the steam, like I can steam the vegetables over the rice, and then I'm also not losing the nutrients that you would typically lose when you steam food. It's just going into the rice, and then I put like a clove of garlic in the rice, and then I take that out, and that is like the quickest, least effort meal. And then you put your sesame seed oil, you put your whatever's on top, and it was good. And I was like, oh, this is gonna make me fat and lazy because it's so easy to make, but it's rice and vegetables. So I add the seasonings in the rice. I got vegetables on top. What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? So that thing is on point. But I'm going to have to cook the carbonara today because I think those eggs are going to go bad. I miss my reverse flash from I never liked reverse flash. How dare you? Oh, the Nightwings. There is no Nightwing slander. Nightwing is amazing. I think he's the second best tank in the game. I think I would take Nightwing over Lex. Yeah, 100%. I take Nightwing over Lex. How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? It's hard to have 5 legendaries in the top 5 because the shards needed to rank them up. That's true too, and that's part of. And Daniel, this is another thing. That's a very good point that Rella brought up. It's also about the ranking. So this was part of the reason why I moved Lex down one, because if I have him at the time, I had him 2 stars. So let's use Sinestro in this scenario. Sinestro's max rank up level is 180. Unless he's in level link right now. It's 180 max because he is rank 7. So if I were to take him here at rank 7, that means that the highest that my 5th character could go up to is 180, which means that my entire roster will be limited to being able to go up to 180. Whereas by putting these rank 8 characters in there, their max is 220. Yeah, 220. So I'm going to go with the characters that I can get up to rank 8 for the epics and the legendaries. The elites, their max level is 180 regardless, I believe. Wait, no, it might be 220 because of this. Wait. Let me make sure before I lie. No, it's 220, but their problem is that they get up to rank 8 and they can't get past rank 8. This is their max rank. So that's why don't do that. Speaking of, I want one of those Japanese steam baskets. Those would be good. I got some gyoza in the fridge too. Flash, Wonder Woman, Superman, DCU, Lex, Dr. Fate, Martian Manhunter. Those are your elite. You've only been playing since global release? Excuse me, what? Have you only been playing since global release? Because then you already got your Flash goes up there, Wonder Woman goes up there, Superman goes up there, Lex goes up there. I would put Martian Man over Dr. Fate, but maybe Dr. Fate over Superman DCU until he gets his buff. You got no issue. Well. No. Going back to Relo for a second. The problem is ranking them up to rank 8 is going to be more difficult because of how scarce their frags are and how much harder. It's not crazy scarce. It's not like, oh my God, I can't. But you're probably, once you get up to level, like wanting to get past level 180, I don't know if you are a spender or not, and not my business. I'm just saying, not my business at all. But if you get up to like level 180, but you still only have like a rank 6, rank 7, any of those characters, like any one of those in the top 5, then you're going to limit your whole roster like I was describing before. So good to have them, work on them, get their frags as fast as possible, get them to rank 8 and rank 9, all that stuff as fast as possible. But getting epic characters is going to be easier to get to rank 8 than legendaries. So guys, I did say I'm going to try to do a regular scheduled. It's 8:30. I got to get to work. I gotta go to work. I said I was going to keep the schedule 2.5 hours, 6 o'clock in the morning to 8:30 in the morning, get done, get ready for work, get to work at 9. So that's the plan. Let's see if I stick with that plan. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my research that I need for the Substats video. Because that whole thing about the heel sets was illuminating. I'm gonna try to dump as many of my resources into Kid Flash as possible to help with that explanation. I'm gonna wait on Kingdom Hearts. I get paid on Friday. Y'all know too much about me. I get paid on Friday. I'm gonna get Kingdom Hearts and I'm gonna get Deathstroke. And then I think I'm going to stream Kingdom Hearts at some point off my PlayStation. I need to figure that stuff out. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit me up for the added concept art or the added artwork, Dean, for the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, yeah, Daniel. Okay, I got it. Zatanna's not bad now, but she's not as good as she was. A little bit of investment, not too much, because her stripping buffs off the enemy team is good, but her lifesteal was like legendary before they went to global release. Okay, cool.